Tough luck, Yannick. Incredibly hard to lose such a close final, but how proud are you of these 5 incredible hours of tennis that you share with Carlos?
Tough to say now. Of course, happy to deliver this kind of level, happy about the tournament still, but obviously this one hurts. Yeah, there's not so much to to talk right now, but again, I'm happy how we are trying to improve every day and trying to put myself in this kind of positions. It's a very high level match, that's for sure. So happy to be part of this, but yeah, the final result hurts. Yeah.
Yannick, well done. I was wondering if you could share with us sort of what was going through your head after the 4th set, when you were trying to get yourself ready to play the 5th set, and then also when it was finally over, what you were thinking when you know the end had come and you were sitting on the chair.
Yeah, what I was thinking, it's quite obvious, no? But you know, until you are still playing, you don't think of the chances you had or something like this. I try to delete everything, every set in Grand Slams. You try to start from zero again. So you know, I was of course disappointed about the 4th set and you know, match points and serving for the match. But again, you know, I stayed there mentally. I didn't give him any free points, you know. So when it was over, you know. That's different feeling, different things coming through your mind. So yeah, you cannot change anymore when the match is over, but when you start the 5th set, you can still change some things.
Yannick, congratulations on this great tournament. I'm just wondering, for you, you have not had a great record in your longest matches in your career when they go over 4 hours or so, or even a little less than that. I was wondering if that's something you were aware of, and if you feel like it didn't seem like you were fading physically late, but if you knew sort of this history you've had in the longest matches.
Nah, you cannot compare this match with other matches, I believe. So physically I was quite fine, of course tired, but he was tired too, you know, we could see. So it was physical match, was mental match, so yeah, what can you do, you know. Now knowing the result, it's what it is, you know. You can't really change it. So I'm still happy to be part of this match, you know. I think it was a very, very high level match, was long, and yeah, and it happens, you know. We saw it in the past with other players, and today it happened to me. So we try to delete it somehow and take the positive and keep going. So there are no other ways.
You know, you mentioned there that it's, you know, you can't compare it with other ones. How different did it feel today compared to your other Grand Slam finals? Both like the build up to it with all the excitement that it was Carlos, and then the match itself and the atmosphere. Did it feel even more special? I
was not even thinking that it was a final, no, because you try to beat only one guy at the time, and today was Carlos, you know. So we tried to prepare it. I think we prepared it. I was ready. I was feeling much more ready than in Rome. I think we saw that. So thinking or seeing my level today, it has improved since Rome, which, as I said before the match, was my main goal, to see where my level is at. And so yeah, I prepared the Grand Slam with one tournament also, you know, on clay. So making final, of course, difficult to accept now, because, you know, I had lots of chances, but this is the good part of the sport, and also today got me the sad part, no. But you know, if you watch only the sad part, you're never gonna come back, no. So I believe I have improved as a player since last year, which is good. So we try to keep pushing.
Anyone else in English?
Hi, Yannick. Sorry for the way it ended. I know you're probably sad. You did mention you don't want to compare it, but the last match you had when you lost from 2-0 when you tried to win was against Novak. Could you compare those two matches in a way how you sensed in that Wimbledon match and now in this one? How did the feelings?
Different. I was in a different moment of my career. It helped me very much to see how things can change quickly, but when Novak raised that level that day, I felt that I had no chance. It was different. Today I had chances. Was breakup in the third, was breakup in the fourth, was 3 match points, serving for the match. Came back on 6-5. I had chances also in the fifth, so I was so many chances I couldn't use. And sometimes you have these days like you have, you can't really do anything now. So it was different match.
Yeah. Are there other disappointments you think you've had on the court or even off the court that you think will help you sort of recover from this and move on?
Yeah, I mean, my family, the people who knows me, they are helping me. It's it's a giving at times, and sometimes you take something, and now it's my time to take something from the close people I have. So they would for sure be happy that I come back home. With my family, with everyone. So we are just a very simple family, My dad was not here because he was working, today. So, so it's nothing of our success changes, in the family. So it was nice to see my mom here. And yeah, I guess my dad, he was watching on TV if he finished the work. So it's okay, as I always said before my career started, I never would have thought to find myself in this position. And now this was not even a dream, because it was so far and was not thinking about this. So, and now I find myself here playing the longest match in history of Roland Garros in a final. So it hurts, this yes, but in another way, you cannot keep going crying, so it happens.
Last one, please.
Yeah, Yannick, I know it's very soon after the match, but I'm just curious, somebody who knows tennis history, you watch over the years Federer and Nadal playing these great matches, or Djokovic and Nadal, or go back to Borg and McEnroe. How much meaning is it for you to be part of one of, I think, the greatest matches ever played, and you think you'll take some strength from that?
Yeah, I think every rivalry is different. Back in the days, they played a little bit different tennis. Now it's the ball is going fast. It's very physical. It's slightly different from my point of view, but you cannot compare. I was lucky enough to play against Novak, against Rafa, and in Grand Slams, Roger I never played, unfortunately, but it's beating these guys, it takes a lot. And I have the same feeling with Carlos and then some other players. So it's good to see that we can produce also tennis like this, because I think it's good for the whole movement of tennis and the crowd. It was a good atmosphere today, and also to be part of it, so it's very special. So yeah, of course I'm happy, to be part of this. I would be even more happy if I would have here the big trophy. But yeah, as I said, you can't change it now.